It's 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes to chat.
Fabulous.
These are fast and furious. These are great. I've already had 3 already. I'm like, oh, these are so fast. So let's just jump in. I already was reading up on all the stuff that you have. So what is your specific question that I can help you with today?
I think it's just honestly speed.
Yeah.
Like I got to be honest. I started off with a bang, 2 episodes a week, and then 1 a week, and then 1 a month, and then 1 every 2 to 3 months. And I just died there for a while because I'm like, I can't even think that hard anymore. I don't want to, it's just too much.
Yeah.
So you plan it, edit it, post it, share it, write it. I'm like, I can't do that and launch and make money. Right.
Yeah.
But I have come back around since August. I have recorded 5 podcasts since August 1st.
Fantastic.
So it's getting better. But if I didn't have a team doing all the things, I'm sorry, y'all who do it by yourself, I think you're crazy.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the first thing that I'm thinking of is you are launching. You're constantly launching.
Constantly launching things.
And I'm thinking of how can you incorporate, because I struggled with this too, whenever I was doing a lot of live streaming all the time, and I didn't have time for a lot of interviews or solo content. So I use my live streaming content as my podcast episode. So it could just be a matter of lowering the bar of expectations of what the podcast should be, and saying, no, this is what the podcast is. It's evolving with me. I'm continuously evolving my business, my team, and maybe it's your team members taking over for an episode a month and saying, hey, we're here to share, Lydia wanted us to talk about this. Here's what we're seeing inside our business. So just reframing it from what you think it's supposed to be to what actually fits for your business.
That's good to hear, because that's pretty much what I've been doing. I went live to deliver an AI training. I went live to deliver a KAJABI training. And I'm like, they are going to be podcasts.
Yes. Perfect. No, I think that that's fantastic, especially because you hit so many different audience. And I don't know if your podcast is specific to.
Yeah, it's more the launch creation, online business strategies. So, but I definitely do digital systems and tech. Yes. Because people love to learn that from me too. So it is definitely a little hodgepodge.
But I think that's great for the trainings that you're doing. Like I've repurposed talks that I did. I was like, I don't know what to talk about. Oh, look, I did this talk. I literally have my outline in front of me. I've already done it. I've practiced it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm teaching all the time. I'm like, why am I not just grabbing clips from things and turning it into a podcast?
Yes. Like really, like think about it in, this is my definition of a podcast, not this is everybody else's definition. Why is mine not the same? It's no, this is what I can manage. This is what I can do, and repurpose the heck out of everything that you're creating. Zoom calls, you're doing live.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm really, really good at answering people's questions live. Like if you ever done an episode where it's like, or hopped on a Zoom and you're asking like 6 questions with people, or people putting questions on my Facebook group when they come in, I thought about just grabbing like 5 of those and making it a podcast.
Yes. So I have one that I'll do this where, so the first thing I would, because I know you love a system, is setting up like someone on your team, like once a month or once a week, however often. And that's their task, is to go and grab, if you see recurring questions, it's like, Lydia, this is your next podcast episode. So when you sit down to record, you're able to just like, all right, we're doing rapid fire questions today. I call it questions from the community that and I don't even whenever I didn't really have a big Facebook group, I would go into other Facebook groups and grab questions that I was like, oh, somebody asked this question. It was so good. Let's talk about it today. Yes. So there's not as much planning and outlining. It's like, no, I'm just sitting down.
That is so stressful and so time consuming. I don't know what I'm thinking. Like I could answer questions all day long on the spot.
Yeah.
Why am I not just doing that?
Yes, that's what you should do. Just change the format of everything that you're doing, and it will help you settle into that, especially if you're already, because most people aren't really good. And I wouldn't tell a lot of people to do that, but because you're used to it and it's what you do so naturally, then stop fighting, get like you're wrestling with, got to have an outline. I got to have it planned. I have to have this strategic, all of these things. It's like, settle into what you're good at and then tell your team like, hey, this is how we're rolling through this month. I'm going to take this and repurpose it. Give me 5 questions from the community, give me 25 minutes and I'm just going to go and I'm going to answer as many as I can.
Because if I just have 5 questions to answer, I don't even have to plan. I can literally hit record and just answer them.
Exactly.
But me sitting here coming out with what should the outline be? And then I record and then I'm like, I don't like it. Like,
yes, exactly. No, 100%. And to take the pressure off of you, if you do better in that live environment too, is go live in your Facebook group and tell people like
doing that more. Definitely.
This is, because you're part of this group, you get the behind the scenes. So it's an even like extra added bonus of being part of your community that they get that exclusive content first and then you strip it out and that's your podcast episode.
I'm so glad to hear that is what is okay.
Stop fighting your natural urges. For me
so much better for sure.
Yes. Especially if you have a team member that can be dedicated to like, hey, this is just your recurring task. You're going to grab questions from the group, throw them in a Google Doc, throw them somewhere that it makes sense for you to plan it. And then I'm going to sit down. Make yourself, this is where I do see people falling short though. You have to give yourself a time constraint and stick to it. So even if you sit down and let's say you had 10 questions in front of you and you only get to 3, but you're really supposed to stop at 25 minutes and you're like, oh, I could keep going. Nope. You stop and then you start another one. You could still keep going in that same recording session, but you stop it. And you don't make it an hour-long episode. You make it a 25-minute episode, and then you have 2 or 3.
But what do you call them? Like, do you still pick a title that's kind of the vein of the questions? Because you don't just call them rapid-fire questions as your podcast title, I'm assuming.
No, I would still, what you could do is group them together if there's a common theme. So let's say you found 10 questions and 3 of them were about AI. Then you could say, okay, these are we had 3 questions from the community all about AI. Here's my rapid fire answer. And then they had questions about digital courses. And this one, so kind of get whoever is grabbing these questions, like the requirements is grab me 10 questions. I need them grouped with a topic and give that to your team. Like, hey, I'm giving you creative freedom to help me outline these. And I need a topic and I need some questions to ask. And then you could even go as far as having that team member reach out to them. This is a fun thing that I've done a few times and asking people, would you like to submit an audio clip? Because Lydia wants to answer this on the podcast. So when you're starting,
that's cute.
It's a dynamic that is different. So, but it's easier for you as the host because it's not an interview. You have the audio clip, you listen to it, and then you're like, okay, Lydia had a question about this. Here's how I would answer. Lydia, if you're listening, this is how I would answer you. So it's like you'll have more people submitting audio clips and saying, I want to be on the podcast. So it's like this system that makes things a lot easier. And for you, it's not an interview. It's not something else you have to put on your calendar. It's incoming content.